So I got this message moments ago. I'm not going to reveal who the person is. This person wrote, if Curtis says he'd prefer Mamdani over Cuomo, if he loses, he better not be back on WABC. Big debate coming up tonight. Mamdani, Andrew Cuomo, and of course our guy getting ready to hit the stage. He'll be on Maria Bartiromo coming up in a couple of minutes. But here he is, the Republican candidate, Curtis Sliwa. Good morning, Curtis.
Good morning, Sid. And oh boy, I've got the question that has reverberated for the last 24 hours. Tens of thousands of people have responded.
I know what it is.
Organically.
I know what it is. Can I guess it? Can I guess it?
Yes. Yes.
The question is, will Curtis Sliwa participate in the debate tonight without his trademark beret?
That is correct. And I'm telling you, so far the responses have been split. I'll be standing on that stage at Rockefeller Center in the studios of NBC, Channel 4. It'll be on air. You can watch it on TV, the debate starting at 7 to 8, and then it's online from 8 to 9, the last hour. So, consigliere, you've given me a lot of advice during this entire campaign. What say you, Sid Rosenberg, since you're a fashion plate? What should I do?
I like you without the beret. You know, I saw you speaking yesterday. Was it a trade conference or something? Some business meeting? And look, I understand the beret, and I will forever love you. Win, lose, or draw this race, even New Yorkers that are critical of you, shame on them. Shame on them. You've dedicated nearly 5 decades to protecting us, and that beret stands for the guardian angels that were killed in the line of duty. That beret stands for the thousands of New Yorkers that you've saved along the way. So I know what that beret means, but in this setting, and by the way, you're a handsome guy. I mean that. Yeah. In this setting, I would not wear the beret. That's me.
Sid, I appreciate the advice, but guess who is going to have the last say in this process? The person who I owe my life to, who's been the greatest gift that has ever been given to me by God.
I got it.
My wife.
Oh,
my wife.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Frank Setio.
No, absolutely not. Disgraziato.
I'm kidding. I love Frank. No, of course, Nancy is going to make that call. But let's talk about the actual debate for a second, okay? And just answer these questions honestly, Curtis. Have I ever, in all of our conversations on the air, and you've been on this show 1,000,000 times more than any other media outlet, it's not even close, on the air or off the air, have I ever, even in private, asked you to drop out of the race?
Never.
Not
Thank one you. Time.
Thank you.
Not one time.
Okay, but can I add this then? Because I never did, and I still don't want you to. But let me ask you this. Would you consider tonight sending most of your artillery in Mamdani's direction, less on Cuomo, more on the front runner? Be honest. Or are you going in tonight looking to murder everybody?
No. I'm going to be murdering everybody on that stage. We are in the situation that we are, where Zohran Mamdani won the Democratic primary because of the failure of Eric Adams to be a halfway decent mayor and an incumbent running for re-election, and the failures of Andrew Cuomo, no cash bail, the crime crisis that we're living in. Do you know yesterday, and you know her well, Sid, you saw her standing there on the stage in Milwaukee. You saw her in Crotona Park supporting President Donald Trump. Madeline Bram, whose son, the Afghan war veteran, African-American, 35-year-old hero who returned from Afghanistan as a sergeant, who was a victim of a gang attack in 2019. And those who preyed on him were released because of Cuomo's no cash bail. She can never forgive him, and she reminded everybody when she gave me her total support in this effort, whether it's Zohran Mamdani or Andrew Cuomo, they are the same. They support no cash bail, which has led us to the crisis that we're in. And we have become a city known around the world as a city that locks up toothpaste and not criminals because of no cash bail. I cannot bifurcate and separate Andrew Cuomo from Zoran Mandami on that. They both believe in raise the age. They want to close Rikers Island. They're responsible for the prostitution that exists in neighborhoods that are so overwhelmed by women walking up and down the streets in East Elmhurst, in Corona, in Jackson Heights, and across the Grand Central Parkway in Flushing. So, no, they share the responsibility for this crime crisis. Cuomo was governor. Zoran Mandami was assemblyman. And they supported one another in these efforts of supporting criminals. I'm the only one out there supporting victims. And in light of that, we are in the month, October 5th, last year. Remember, Sid? Your audience remembers. My oldest son, Anthony, was the victim of a gang attack, a vicious gang attack. Thank God, Governor David Paterson, his stepfather, was able to jump in and stop the attack and was attacked himself. Do you know what happened to those culprits? Those people who were stomping on Anthony, you've seen the video over and over again. He could have been killed. He could have been impaired.
Oh, I know what happened. They're back on the streets.
Right. No cash bail. Who supports that? Andrew Cuomo doubled down on it in the primary and Zoran Mandami. And then, just last week, Nicola Tanzi, the immigrant from Bari, Italy, just going into the subway at J Street, Borough Hall, Metro Tech, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this marauder, this enemy of all people, arrested 33 times with 5 outstanding cases. David Mazarigos approached him, knocked him down, stomped on him on video. You saw that 15 times, killing him, fled. The next night, he was arrested by transit police while he had a samurai sword on him in Times Square. God only knows what damage he would have done. Again, time and time again, he was arrested starting in 2019, released into the streets because of Andrew Cuomo's no cash bail, supported by Zoran Mandami. No, there is a clear decision that people get to make tonight. Do we want to continue to live in a city gripped in crime where the criminals are constantly being put back out into the streets because of no cash bail? Or do we want to return to the law and order? Rudy Giuliani, who endorsed me enthusiastically 2 weeks ago and condemned Adams and condemned Zoran Mandami. Yeah, that's right. I will be Rudy 2.0. I will bring law and order, public safety, and quality of life back to New York City because we don't have it now, Sid. We do not have it.
No, listen, I'm with you 100%. Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa. Okay, so you are not going to team up with Andrew tonight. So I guess there's a pretty simple answer here. If, God forbid, you don't win, right? God forbid you don't win. Do you care who wins at that point? Would you rather see Mamdani, Cuomo? Do you care?
Look, and it will both lead to the destruction, complete destruction of New York. People are already fleeing. Massive numbers of people have transferred their wealth and equity to other states. And that fight will continue. We'll have this sequel of Kurt Russell, Escape from New York. Whether it's Andrew Cuomo or whether it's Zoran Mandami. Sid, they're both Democrats. You've said it time and time again. Who got us to this point? The Democrats.
Yes.
Who allowed the socialists into the ranks? The Democrats, like Andrew Cuomo, who did nothing to prevent that, never challenged them politically in the races to prevent them from gaining strength. Neither did Eric Adams at that time run candidates to challenge them so that they wouldn't become so powerful in Albany and in the city of New York. You know they're afraid of them. The Democratic Socialists of America have taken over the Democratic Party, and there's been no attempt by either Andrew Cuomo or Eric Adams or other moderate Democrats to stop this wave of takeover, which now may actually result in New York City no longer becoming the capitalist epicenter of the world, but actually where socialism reigns. And the only one who can stop that is Curtis Sliwa. Andrew Cuomo had his chance. He lost the primary, admitted he didn't run a good race. Why would you believe that this time he'll run a good race? He failed before. He fled Albany in order to seek sanctuary in the Hamptons because he was going to be under impeachment. and he will fail this time. Forget Andrew Cuomo. That's old news. It's Curtis Sliwa versus Zoran Mandami.
Yeah, but that's how I started the conversation. I was hoping you would say that because I was hoping that was going to be your MO tonight. It's me versus Mamdani, but you've already said about 8 minutes ago that you're going to kill both of those guys tonight. So let's just go back to that in the final 30 seconds. Just confirm that, or maybe you've changed your mind in the last 8 minutes. Is it Curtis versus Mamdani, or are you opening fire on everybody?
I am the Republican candidate. I am the only law and order candidate. I am positioned right in the middle. Dependent on the questions, dependent on the responses, I am taking out both Democrats because they have led to the destruction of New York State and New York City. It's time for Republicans to be proud of who we are and what we've done, and not all of a sudden stand behind a Democrat who has failed us time and time again. And how could I not attack Andrew Cuomo at any point of that debate, knowing he's responsible for the 15,000 elderly who died because of his executive order? And this man would never apologize, never show any sympathy or empathy to those parents. No, he's cold-hearted Cuomo, and Zoran Mandami is cold-hearted Zoran Mandami. They are Democrats. I'm the Republican. Let's get that straight. I'm the one who should be mayor of New York City to bring us back where Rudy Giuliani took us in 1993. And then it was Pataki that followed in 1994 and took out the better Cuomo. And guess what? That's what I'm going to lead the way for Elise Stefanik next year to take out Kathy Hochul.
Elise Stefanik is going to join me on this show, Curtis, in about 40 minutes. I got Stefanik and Bill O'Reilly next hour. You know this comes from the bottom of my heart when I say this, Curtis. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Sid. And boy, will I or will I not walk out onto that stage with my beret on my head or my beret back in the dressing room? To be continued.
Okay. Good luck later. A lot of folks are watching this one, Curtis. This one they'll be watching all around the world. So, again, I say this all the time, regardless of how this ends up in 18, 19 days. You've run a great campaign, my friend. I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much.
And thanks for always being there for me, Sid.
You got it, pal. Curtis Sliwa right there. He'll be on Marita Bartiromo's great TV show coming up, and he'll be on stage. And he did tell me a couple of days ago, which I did keep a secret, I'll reveal it now, that the positioning for the debate tonight, the positioning has Curtis in the middle. Did you know that, no? I bet you didn't know that, did you?